What is up, guys? This is Country Baller, and today we are doing another video on Rocket League. And in this video, we are going to talk about how much my Jeep costed me and how much more it's going to cost. Today was a very iffy video. Why I say that is because right now I have no internet. The reason why I'm recording and going to upload is because of the fact that my phone has unlimited data and it is on hotspot, so I have my PS4 connected to that. Nah. Okay, so as you guys know that YouTube monetization laws or rules have got stricter and changed, so therefore small channels are going to have a difficult time getting monetized. Therefore every little bit counts. Now let's go back to the channel. If you are not already, click that subscribe button and get part of the Country Baller team. So let's get started with the video. So the Jeep is pretty much stock under the hood. The only thing I've done is place the battery. I got a small battery. We will be doing a dual battery setup in the summer. That'll be actually pretty soon. That's gonna cost a little bit of money. But as a physical, it has a bunch of different mods onto it, as of the bumper, the rocket, Rhino line or bedlined rocker panels. That actually costed quite a bit. So that costed not a lot. I mean, it was pretty cheap. The bumper costed $500 for the front and $1,000 for the rear. The reason why the front costed $500 and the rear $1,000 was because of the fact, oh my god, I missed it. Was because of the fact that the front bumper is just winch and dual shackled. The rear bumper actually has the tire carrier, it's double shackled, and it has a hitch to it. So it's gonna cost more. Now the bumpers are 3/4 inch thick some places and 1/4 inch, 3/16 thick in some places and 1/4 inch thick in other places. Now I did get the light bar, so we're up to about $1,500 so far. Now I did get the light bar. The light bar costed about $74, and that was pretty, well, not, it wasn't that expensive. It is 450 inch curved light bar. Wow, they're killing us. I'm not paying no attention to this game. Now the brackets for the light bar, in other words, are going to cost, well, aren't going to cost. I already have them. I'm just waiting to get the window statement. Now the brackets costed about $50, including tax. Now I do have an aftermarket grill that costed about $30. The headlights costed about $120. The tail lights costed about $120. So so we're up to 1,500 and about 1,800. We're about 2,000 right now, with tax and all included. So that's it. Then I got radio. The radio costed about $50, so we're up at 2,050. The subs cost, the sub kit, the subs and the speakers costed about $400, so we're up to 2,450. I cannot get a hold of that ball. Now I think that is it. Oh, the windows. Yeah, I think that's it with what's in it. So let's talk about how much more it is. So the windows I am getting tinted. They're going to be 15% all around, 5% window thinner. Now, that's going to cost about $300 because of all the big decals I got. All the decals cost about $20, $30. Oh my god, I suck right now. This game is going awful. Oh, that's not good. Okay, so all the decals cost about $30. Tint's gonna cost about $300. So we got about 2,000 for $750, so $780. 2,780. So the lift kit is going to cost about $1,500. It's going to be a rough country. I think it's a 4.5 inch long arm lift kit. And then we're going to get Pro Comp wheels. So that's about, let's say, it's about $4,000, $4,250. So, I'm getting Pro Comp wheels, rims. That's $300. So that's about $5,000. Then the tires are going to cost quite a bit. I have no idea right now that it's going to be 33s. So 33s, and then let's see here. The paint, I am getting it painted. The paint's going to cost about $800. The reason why $800 is because it's getting undercoated permanently. It's going to have a Raptor line. It's going to be Raptor lined. It's going to be white where it's gray and black where it is black already. The bumpers are going to get thicker coats. It's all going to be stripped down all the way to bare metal, and then from bare metal it's going to get sanded to, it's going to start with 40 grit to 180 grit, then primed with a good primer to then it's going to get 400 grit on top of the primer, and then it's going to get sprayed on. And from that we put the winch on the winch. We had not bought, we had the winch, but a guy's letting us test them out to see if they would work. Then we're going to put a Dana 44 in the front, a Dana 44 axle in the front, and a Dana 60 in the rear. It's going to have aux lockers in them. with it. Both axles are going to be trussed, and yes, that is that. Those are going to cost about $10,000. So we're up to $25,000, I think. I'm not sure. I gotta find my phone. I think I have it. I know I have it in my notes. I've went through all of this already. So okay, front and rear axles are $10,000, so we're up to $15,000. Then it's up to then I'm going to be putting a 4BT Cummins in it and twin turbo on that. The 4BT Cummins is going to cost $10,000 as it is, so we're up to $25,000. Then the twin turbos are $3,000. That is $28,000. So then I'm going to put a snorkel on it. That's $100. So 28.1. Then roof rack is about $300. So 28.4. Then it's going to get a onboard air system. The onboard air system is Fire. It's going to be the 2-on-2. I think that's about $500. So it's 28.7. And I think I didn't say the dual battery system. Dual battery is going to be $600. That is 600, so that's about 29.3. So the whole vehicle is about $29,000. If you want to count how from the beginning that I bought it for, it was $17. I bought it for $1,700. So altogether the vehicle is going to cost $30,000. Now, on what I'm going to do now is probably paint it, put dual batteries on it, put the roof rack on it, and put the snorkel on it. So I'm only going to do about $1,500 of work to it, and then leave it be, because I'm not spending about $30,000 to put everything else on. I'm going to find a new vehicle and then save up for everything else. The other vehicle is going to be my dream truck, the Dodge 12-valve Cummins. Now, I also forgot the aux lockers. The aux lockers are, the front and rear aux lockers are $2,000. So it's going to be, the whole vehicle is about $30,000. Now, that is, that's everything for the vehicle. The only things I'm going to do is paint it, roof rack, dual battery, and roof rack, snorkel, dual battery, and paint it. So that's all I'm going to do. I might do the lift kit, I might not. That's probably all I'm going to do with it. So that is how much my Jeep costs, and that's how much I gotta do left to it. That's a lot to it. So stay tuned for all of that excitement. That's a lot to do, noting the fact that all I have done to it is the bumper and the sound system, but the sound system's coming out of it, and I'm going to build a custom toolbox for it. So let's get into this game. So we win. We lost the last game. So I was concentrating on talking a lot. Okay. Oh, that's in. So that is that. So that's a lot of money too. So if y'all are interested in that, slam that subscribe button and let's get that let's get started on it, because that's going to be a lot of work. Noting I'm going to do as much as I can. Oh, I'm also going to tint the windows. So 300, 800, that is so 300, 800, that's 1100. Then 1400 for roof rack, 1500 for snorkel, and that's all I'm gonna do to it. Then I'm gonna start looking for another vehicle, start doing other stuff. But if I can't get the vehicle, and I have about $2,000 on me, I am going to be putting a lift kit on it with Pro Comp wheels. The Pro Comp rims are about $300. To put tires on it, well, that's expensive. Well, that was weird. That's awesome. I hit it. I missed it there. I'm glad I missed it there. He wouldn't have made it in if I didn't miss it. Aw. Thought I got it. Look at me come in here. He tried to even get it too. Daggum. So, if you're wondering when that stuff is probably going to take place, it's probably going to take place a long time from now, like when I have my own house. So the Jeep's going to be on the channel a long time. I had serious plans for the tracker. If you've seen my last channel and you've seen that, then you know what the tracker looks like. Okay, we just watched him score. Oh, okay. So you would know what the tracker looked like. It was a 4-cylinder on 33s, off-road front and rear bumper. Now I was planning on putting bigger axles under that and putting a long arm lift on that. It had, the only thing it had was a 4.5-inch body lift on it, and that was it. So, that's all I had. I put a sound system in it. But this sound system I have in the Jeep is coming out, and the toolbox is going in its place. So, that is that. Let's play another game. Now when I do get my dream truck, and that's what I'm looking for now, that thing is going to be on the channel a lot. The Ford will probably not be. The Ford I have not spent any money on, but this summer when I get all that stuff done to the Jeep, that's about what, $2,000 worth of stuff done to that. That'll probably be done in 1 month because I work non-stop. Then I'm going to do physical stuff to the Ford, like not paint it, tailgate, hood, does need a hood, headlights. I'm gonna put better like LED headlights. I found some that I really like. I don't think my guy moved. Dude, my guy never moved. Okay, I'm actually leaving this game. I'm not going to deal with somebody that's not gonna move. Okay, headlights. I'm gonna find some tail lights I like. I'm gonna turn the third brake light into a reverse / brake light if I can find one. I'm gonna do the hood and the tailgate. And then I'm gonna look for someone to patch the hole in the bed, and then I'm gonna Raptor line that. Then, like I said with the Jeep, when I get a house built, I'm going to put the Ford and the Jeep up. Those two are going to be done until I get money, because I'm gonna focus on stuff that matters, like cars that are going to be here a while, like a newer car, well, my truck will be here forever, and it will be running forever. So, because my Jeep and my Ford my Ford's going to be not a daily driver. My Ford's going to have a full engine rebuild, and it's going to be a show truck. Now, my Jeep is going to be a weekend driver. It's not going to be a driving vehicle, like, I don't know what I'm saying here. I don't know how to put this. It's going to be like a trail rig. It's going to be an Overlander project build. It's going to be a nice Overlander that it can go anywhere. That's why it's going to have the 4 BT Cummins and the locker. This dude is not helping. I don't like to leave games, but when I have people not playing, I'm not going to stay in the game. I'm pretty sure that was 2-on-1 because I did not see my guy move at one whatsoever. So my Ford's going to have the rear end, the Dana 60 rear end. It's going to have a posi or a welded diff. The front is going to be a front end out of a Crown Vic. It's going to be air-rode. I'm not doing this. Like I said, this stuff is going to be done later, like when YouTube takes off, kind of later. Now, my 12-valve Cummins is going to be later too, but it's going to be first priority because I'm going to build that thing myself as well. Now, all this is going to happen, the builds are going to happen after I get cars from me and my girlfriend. The cars that I'm not building, they are going to be newer cars. That's first priority after I get my Cummins, is the house. And then it's going to have, I'm going to focus on cars. Then I'm going to focus on builds. And that is what I'm going to do. So you guys know the plan. So it's going to be finish what I have to do on the Jeep, do what I said on the Ford, get a truck, then get the house. Guys, you got to. Okay. Nobody moved. He was supposed to move. He didn't move. Alright. So, now that you guys know what's going on. Great. Other than those, everything is okay. Now the Ford is going to cost a lot. It's going to have a high dollar paint job. I'm not going to do the paint job myself. I'm going to have the paint job professionally done. Now, it's going to get air rode. It's about $1,000. The paint's about $10,000. So there's already $11,000. The rear axle is going to cost about $5,000. The front axle, I have to find a car for that. What are we doing, buddy? Now, other stuff, the motor itself is going to cost a ton. I have no idea how much that's going to cost, but it's going to be a lot. If I had to guess, it's going to be about $5,000. I'm going to put a little cam in it. It's going to have long tube headers on it. It's going to have performance pistons. It's going to have performance lifters. It's going to be actual good old crank. It's going to have this stuff is going to be reliable. Now I'm going to do the wiring myself. I'm going to do the interior myself. It's not going to have a big showboat interior. It will be a show truck because of what I'm doing on the exterior. It's going to have a 2-inch cowl hood. That's about $500. So we're already up to about, I would say $1,500, not $1,500, $15,000. And I would say 16,000. I think we're up at 17.5. So that's 17.5. Then it's gonna have the headlights. That's $200 right there. Oh, you suck. It's $200. Then I gotta find some headlights. I have no idea how much them are gonna cost. Gotta find a tailgate that I like. I'm either gonna go with the tailgate that was on it, or a tailgate like the newer Fords have. We got really lucky. I'm probably gonna look for one with the older Fords I had, the spelling. So that is that. Now, I think that is it for both vehicles. Now my Cummins is going to cost a lot when I decide to rebuild it. Well, not rebuild it, but do it. So, if you guys want to see 3 of them get rebuilt, because I have not got the Cummins yet, but I'm looking for one. I found 2, but I can't buy it yet. If you want to see the 3 of them get built, subscribe to the channel and stay tuned for all of them. It will be fun, it will be exciting, and in other words, if you like this video, don't forget to subscribe and stay tuned for more.